Nigeria is an economic giant of Africa, with lots of resources, abundant natural minerals, and certainly the most populous country in Africa. Nigeria has 36 states which are divided into 3 geopolitical zones known as the North, the South, and the East, in which Kano is the major cosmopolitan center of the North, as well as the most populated state in the country. Nigeria has one of the most serious maternal mortality problems in the world, with a maternal mortality ratio of between 800 to 1,000 deaths per 100,000 live births. With only 2% of the world's population, Nigeria contributes 10% of the world's maternal deaths. Each year, as many as 60,000 Nigerian women die due to pregnancy-related complications, a problem particularly severe in northern Nigeria. Kano is one of the major commercial and manufacturing centers not only in the northern region of the country, but it is believed to be one of the major commercial and manufacturing centers in West Africa. Kano is the cosmopolitan city and also a center of prosperous and densely populated region of northern Nigeria. But with all these developments, maternal death has always been tragic in Kano, most especially because it is preventable in nearly all cases. Although maternal mortality ratio measures only one facet of obstetric outcome, scenes like these are becoming a normality in hospitals and clinics in northern Nigeria. Kano today is rated as the most densely populated state with over 9.38 million people, with 75% of its population living in its rural areas. Among the greatest challenges facing Nigeria and Africa at large is the problem of maternal mortality. Dr. Ibrahim Garba Dugol is a consultant who has been working in the field of obstetric and gynecology in northern Nigeria for many years, and currently he works with Amin Kano Teaching Hospital.
Maternal mortality is the death of a mother during pregnancy or in the first 40 days after delivery. And I have to say, unfortunately, it is extremely high in Nigeria. We have a figure of about 800 to 1,000 per 100,000 deliveries, which is extremely high in standard.
A typical case of maternal mortality is that of Ladidi, a 22-year-old woman living in a remote area in Kano State. A society which is a male-dominated society in which the life cycle of women revolves around their reproductive capacity. That is, the purpose of women is to produce children which they regard as the profit obtained in return for exchange of bride wealth in marriage negotiations. In these rural areas, life appears to be secure and peaceful, but time spent there brings hundreds of sad stories. Women are faced with heavy labor, early motherhood, and infant death. There is no sewage system. Running water is unreliable, and animals roam freely. Illness, needless death and especially maternal and infant mortality are commonplace. Abiodun Omale is a consultant and currently the head of Department Obstetric and Gynecology, Amin Kanu Teaching Hospital.
Maternal death in pregnancy has been a thing of concern because maternal death is very important, because the mother is the one that takes care of the house, and when the mother is absent, then a lot is absent in the house. So maternal death is a calamity which we have to prevent in our environment. The maternal mortality rate is very high in Nigeria today, even in these modern times. In Nigeria, it's about 800 to 1,000 maternal deaths per 100,000, of which it is second only to maternal deaths in India, and so meaning that it's one of the highest in the world as a whole. And these are very high rates of maternal deaths when we compare them with about 5 per 100,000, 5 to 7 per 100,000 from Europe. We find that we have a lot of maternal deaths.
Like many other young girls, Ladidi did not go to school but is dedicated to her family. Her daily routine included cleaning the house, cooking, washing, attending to the children as well as her husband's needs. Despite the fact that Ladidi lost 2 out of her 7 children due to birth complications, she did not really want more children but had no slightest idea of child spacing. Ladidi became pregnant when she least expected it. Although she had been having contractions for the last few weeks, the heavy load and the kind of hard work she undergoes made the labor to come. Ladidi was alone with her kids at home. In the case of Ladidi, she was lucky to have a caring and understanding husband who immediately thought of going to the hospital. Dr. Yusuf Adamu, who is a medical geographer from the Department of Geography, Bayero University, Kano, sheds more light on how the rural people in Kano get access to the hospitals.
Accessibility to health service to when there is a need is the one area that actually shows the great relationship between geography and maternal health. We talk of accessibility. The